morning, chat. We are trading the Dow Jones right now. It is currently 7:31 a.m. Los Angeles time, and we have a downtrend market this morning. If we see what's going on down here, we're seeing a downtrend market. It has broken several supports for the past days. It has bounced right here and made a support. This is a support that it has made this week. I'm looking at this trade right now this morning. See where it's gonna head to. I already created my resistance and my support. So I was looking at the 5-minute chart and I was like, this might be a nice support. And I was looking at this. I was like, this can be a nice support also. I mean, this could be a nice resistance, because resistance can be considered a high top of where the price is at. So when the price touches the highest support line, or most likely it's called a resistance support. So resistance, it's going to bounce off, touch it, kiss it, and hopefully bounce down to its small support. Where I'm also looking at is at my technical analysis. We have the RSI today that we're looking at. We always look at the RSI. RSI is currently at 60. It's hitting at 60. So that can be a way that we look at where markets are moving. So if it goes under 50, we'll see a major sell. Not a major sell, but maybe a small sell. But like I said, we're in a downtrend. So I'm considering it to be most likely a sell-off. Market keeps touching this resistance. So it can be considered a resistance and support depending on how the market's feeling. So that means it can bounce off this resistance and just make it as a support. So what I'm looking at right now is a short position. And hopefully it comes down here. Lock that up, lock that trade up. That's what I'm seeing if we're going into a, downtrend. Let's see what the MMRI says. Let's see. This is another risk indicator where it's showing that we are in the high risk. So that means markets are sensitive to news. Our friend Gregory Manarino has created this market risk indicator, which will help us. It's basically developed by Gregory Manarino. He's a financial analysis and trader, so he understands how the markets are moving. So I'm really thinking that the market is going to be in a downtrend. So we'll be making sure we put our stop losses because it's very important. So add your stop loss, your take profit. If you don't add those, um, consider your account blown. But some traders don't even need a stop loss because you could just basically know what the market's doing sometimes. So what I first was looking at was at the 5 minute and trying to see where it actually spiked up, which was around like 6:30. So that's when it did that bounce. So we should be looking at that bounce a lot. Um, that can be a small buy, but I would consider not buying in this market right now, just because how sensitive it is right now. But we'll see how this trade goes out for us. It's a good trade to look at. I believe so. Also, if you look at the 1 minute, possible trade going in. I just want to keep your take profits, Don't make them too crazy. Always be mindful of where the next support's gonna be. Because if you do a take profit past the support and it touches the support, like barely touch the support and bounces, then you're you're in a position where you could have made that much money and you could have went out of the market and made that money. So this market is just trying to figure out what it wants to do. I like to look at the dollar sometimes. It kind of gives us an idea where markets can go to, and also how different currencies are being used and weakened with the US dollar, because we see the US dollar as the gold, the golden currency, you know, the prettiest belle at the dance. So if we're looking at the US dollar right now, it's it's actually weakening. If we look at the daily, it has taken several hits in these past 2 months. Because I'm looking at February. So February was where we've seen a weakening in the support. I like to look at the U.S. The 10-year yield. I've created this trend line in the beginning of January, and I actually been correct on where the U.S. 10-year yield was going. It's all narrative. This is like controlled by central bankers, and when the 10-year yield is controlled, the dollar also weakens. Anything could happen in this market. You can never be unsure. Understanding markets is critical. the broker I'm using. I welcome anybody that wants to learn trading to comment. If you're interested in trading, comment something. Let me know. Um, I'm always willing to learn, no matter what the information is. Um, I just like to understand. I like to listen to every perspective because it gives me a way to gives me a way to maneuver through situations. If I'm in one situation, I could do plan A. If I'm in another situation, I could do plan B. Um, but yeah, I'm willing to listen though. If there's a different way that people are trading, I would like to hear that because it's actually important for us to learn from each other. And also, um, I would like to say, um, I would like to say is that one advice that I got from trading from one of my trading partners. He's a good friend of mine. Um, he said to always keep Jesus first, which I agree. Keep Jesus first because I think that's where that's where people get lost, with the money. It's like it's not all it's yes, it feels good to make a profit, but at the same time, it's trying to execute every trade as a good trade. Like you don't want to have a silly trade where your whole count is blown. I've seen it before, done it before. We're all humans, we all make mistakes. Gotta understand we're not perfect. So, when this market takes from us, it shouldn't take the living life from us. So, just look at this trade, monitor, analyze it, do your monitoring, moderate, just monitor it and see what trades you could do. But I consider people to trade from 6 a.m. to maybe to 8 a.m. and then just, you know, just let the markets be. But if you do see a good trade, like I said, be very cautious because this market can just go up any moment or go down any moment, like how we seen last week where it just dropped. Which I know a lot of investors, especially my investors that I know, were very surprised. So, And also you can get out of the trade whenever you want. So let's say you started where I started at, and you're like, I think I had enough, I want to get out the market. I've I made my money, I made my profit. I want to get out of the trade. It's always right to get out the trade when you want to get out the trade. If you made a couple hundred, made a couple dollars, you know, it's never wrong to get out of a trade. If you want to get out, you can get out. Um, do anything you need to do. Also, I have to remind everybody that this is not financial advice. Um, Please be considerate on every trade that you do. And I'm just trying to spread goodness in the world. That's all I want. Everyone to be happy. Everyone to cherish every moment, every trade. Because we don't get moments like these sometimes. That's why it's like super important to stay focused and stay aligned with Jesus Christ and have good faith. And with this trade, we could basically tell that it already hit take profit already. So like how we previous started, um, hopefully it touches that support and then bounces, or maybe it just breaks through the support. How we seen with how we seen with this downtrend. It might just break through all kinds of support and not even acknowledge the supports. Like I said, chat, you can get out of this trade or you can stay in it till it hits take profit. Um, but like I said, RSI is showing a downtrend. Have the MACD is crossing, so when we see a cross, we can be mindful and say it's gonna go into a downtrend. So it's like barely touching it. It's like right there. It's like right there, chat. So um like you guys seen where I put my trades at. You seen where I previously had my trade we already took profit. I should have had this chart going, but it's alright. I already showed you guys that. But yeah, that's gonna be our day right there. We made our money. Um Now you can go enjoy your day and do whatever you guys want to do. Um I just want to say thank you for watching, guys. Stay focused. Um be nice to each other. Be cherishable to each other. Um and thank you. Thank you for watching, guys.